For breaking news be by say already granted they can hear channel no be call ya to channel information that I said Dampare asake no ama COP tete we no any bit take over. Now Dampare Echo Supreme Court to seek for say Mahama should pardon him to be in office. Obebeka said that be na or call Supreme Court, yes. According to Kelvin Taylor, Dampare is hiding behind so-called security experts. Yeah, Imani security like Obebo Mudin. It Dampare is more like Dampare na echo, but Obeso be in to hide behind those and Kofono to happen to be his counterparts and answer his friends and answer his so-called security analysis. Or say Dampare hide behind them and Omoko Supreme Court say Mahama should pardon him. In all say Ghana for any MPP for don't provoke Mahama because Mahama be to me he's been a chief commander. No bet me you Dampare anytime beyond, including Chief Justice, yeah, including President Krebet me impeaching and all say Chief Justice Court or Mahama be to me in a floor. No Dampare handy behind a year and conforbi Obebo Mudin say Omoko Supreme Court to what? To so ɔmo ate sɛ yɛbɛyi Dampare adi nti no ɔmo kɔ akɔpaden sɛ Mahama ɛnyɛ dɛ maintaining in office enti ɔno Dampare ɛkɔ Supreme Court na kyerɛ sɛ ɛnyɛ physically but or hide behind colleagues bi a ɔmo de asɛm no akɔ Supreme Court but Mahama has the right, yeah, or right, as the what commander in chief and the president of the republic, or what the right say already, or change Dampare the security heads be out changing to Zekrano, or say no, they change. Mahama had the right to the essence, say chief justice in Pono, I was so uniform. But in the friends, a J Mensah, I was walk two. Chief Justice Tokonu Onokrade or Mahama but or pretend because there was a last time video be poppy up. That is a Muna Mahama ye pa wabrana NDC opposition. In reps and seminum.
Na yɛtete sɛ nkɔfoɔ bi ka sɛ Dampare yɛntumi nsake no na Dampare ɛwɔ sɛ de dwuma no yɛgya ama ne yɛ. You know, John Mahama yɛ nipa bi a you don't have to provoke him. Sɛ ɛba Ghana mmara yɛde kyekyere man 90% of politicians in Ghana John Mahama ni mu kyɛn ɔmo nyinaa. Sɛ ɛba governance, the nitty-gritties, the techniques, and how to have your way positively in governance. John Mahama, majority of the so-called think tanks, any intellectuals, any those foolish people parading on your streets say they are intelligent because they speak somebody's language, John Mahama knows the job than all of them. They are foolish. They are just hungry people. Ain't John Mahama? But don't dare provoke John Mahama. Dampare are sacking in them because of those fools who thought to say Dampare could use them to intimidate John Mahama. And I keep telling people, this John Mahama you are seeing is not that John Mahama you knew in 2012, 2013, 2014. This is a new brand. Or your iPhone 17, John Mahama. Or yeah, the latest version. So if you try to think, say, you are a group of people, and now you are groups of people, you can use some tactics to intimidate him, to make him feel, say, he's under pressure. Then John Mahama is going to show the other side of him. You, majority, you have not seen. And Dampare being fired today was because of those people Dampare hired to think, say, they can hide behind text messages and courts to make Dampare, who is the president, or Dampare, who was appointed by the president to stay in office. Dampare is a police officer, like any police officer. Dampare's position was given to him by the president. The president has the right to sack Dampare, and nobody in Ghana can stop the president from sacking Dampare. That's it. It is a Dampare is going to hide behind some dumb heads, some foolish idiots who think, say, this is Ghana. We can use the media. We can say things. We can write things for people to think, say, we are intelligent. Dampare cannot be sacked. Then I want to tell you people, say, Sanko for Jimmy, they don't even know why the limit of the president's power and what the president can do at the time. Dampare sacking, it is because of fools like these. It is because of foolish men like these. You're from security analysts. It's because of idiots like these who think, say, John Mahama, they're oilful. John Mahama, there he's easy. We can pressurize him to quell. No, you are the fools who have forced John Mahama to sack Dampare because at a particular time, the president of the republic needs to prove to you people that he is the commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces and he is the president. People like you, Salman Way, and Kofi Benton, the likes, you fools who think, say, you can impose your foolish mentality on Ghanaians and ideology, you are the fools who got Dampare to be sacked. Jimmy, you think Ghana, at every time, NDC power, you people can hide behind this foolish brofotan time be amoka and enquasia titles be a damoso to skew the system to favor you guys. You people have been doing this for years. Now, Mamenchira de Kudientia, Dampare sacking, it was easy for the president to do. Now, when somebody says, these people have gone to court and that they are going to stop Dampare from being sacked, you need to know, sir, from there now, these people are too foolish to understand. Now, the question here is, when it comes to security matters, when it comes to national security issue, the president should be comfortable with anyone he wants to work with. The president has to make sure Obia oniniye jumebi no trust no. And I'm not saying that Dampare is a bad police officer. He's not. I'm not saying Dampare did not deliver as a police officer. He did. But the issue is the person who is in charge believes that he might be more comfortable with somebody else than Dampare. That does not make Dampare a bad police officer. That does not make Dampare Nipa Bonini. It is the person who wants to govern and people he believes that he can have some trust or he's comfortable with. So for the president to come out and say, Dampare is a good person, but I believe that there are some people I can work with that I will be comfortable with. It does not make Dampare a bad police officer. It does not make Dampare a default police officer that will be appointed and nobody can sack him. No. When you do that, then it means to say, agenda na etari is to make or sabotage the president and the government. Because the Chief Justice now, Modi Assembly Command, a Supreme Court to say, Mobile Bekache to say, nobody should. The president should not even think. Because at this point, you are speculating. In Kofowe Court, Omo foolish group will say, they are going to tell the Supreme Court to say, Oma to say, yeah, besak Dampare, into the Supreme Court should stop it. The question is, so you are going to court on speculations. How do you build a case based on speculation with GB? And you see, I keep telling Ghanaians to say, in Kofowe, they are on TV, they are on radio, and they are wearing some Vietnam suits, and they are making people think some way, Jimmy. You cannot build a case on speculation. Because what to say, President saw the sack Dampare, court, the action hasn't happened. What are you going to court to do? Then everybody who was appointed by the president today can go to court and say, in 3 years' time, said John Mahama best sack him. I am telling the court that he should not dare sack me. So who can be sacked in Ghana? Jimmy. You have no intelligence. The foolishness in you, these old boys. Mona mo say Ghana. You are a security analyst, so are you intelligent than anyone? Then if you are going to court today because Dampare was appointed by an appointer or whoever, if the person who appointed Dampare does not have the power to sack Dampare, then any appointee by John Mahama, or be a John Mahama appointing in the Biano, can go to court tomorrow morning and say, in the future, or so be a appointee of John Mahama, ne babe to my court. I can say, in the next 2-3 years, I am sure John Mahama will sack my father. Into today, I'm coming to court to tell the court to stop John Mahama from sacking my father in the next 3 years. That is what we are dealing with. So you go to court based on speculations. How do you go to court based on speculations? The action has not been committed. So if you are going to go to court based on speculations, Judge Papa Ben we are so speculations. Use speculations to judge an issue. In 10 years, Dampare has not been sacked. How does that case fly? And you see, I keep telling Ghana for say, these people, you have to be careful about Sanko Forum from say we are neutrals. We there we speak for Ghanaians. We there we are think tank. We there we are intellectuals. My catch up say Ghana, majority of intellectuals are foolish. I'm telling you. Yen you anoma mutiti dwom eton tomatoes a yembu omo, carpenter for yembu omo, hairdressers yembu omo no mo fie no. Omo ni nyansa chenkofo we bebree. These people, when you take the nonsense they learned in school, I'm telling you. Now, a president came into office. He has set up a constitutional review committee. Say, yanshe constitution no, nyame bia ye hunu se entwa ye no, yan amend no, yan tinetine no. Inti se when your idea be kura say adding a president be a bar, now we change IGP. Why don't you take your grievances to the committee that is taking care of amending the constitution for it to stop these kind of things? Why don't you go to the committee? Why don't you take your grievances to the committee and tell the committee, say, you know something, this constitution, we want to amend the constitution that no president should come in the future when this thing is actually accepted as Ghanaian as constitution. When anybody comes to be president of this country, that person sign to me and change IGP. Now, the Constitutional Review Committee is ongoing. Now, the court on speculations. Are you stupid? How Musku na muko saying? The same way that he went to court to restrain the speaker on an action that he has not taken. The same stupidity. Now, if we keep on doing this, we keep on going to court on speculations. We keep on thinking, say, we need to do things to please our friends. How do we build the nation? Mona musoma kinkan chemi, me mini master so. Mona musoma de wote brofo chemi to muni nyansa. Mona musoma ndiatem. But your actions clearly say mwe jimmy. You people are the ones derailing the progress of this nation. Because the first thing you do is that you don't go to court on speculations. Because an action had not been taken. It could take 7 years, now President Nisake Dampare. So what are you going to court on? Now the president has sacked Dampare. So whatever you have presented in court is based on speculations. What are you going to do? Are you going to fuckingly, stupidly amend that suit, Nana? Jimmy. And let me tell you people something. The Chief Justice herself, she is not static. She is not constant. The Chief Justice can be sacked. Do you know that? So many things. Nobody, even the President of the Republic, he can be impeached. He can be sacked. So how can you say, a police officer who has been appointed by the president, you don't understand it. You are going to court to say, nobody can sack Dampare. And these are the things we do. I'm saying, when Jimmy, they are politicians, and they make you believe, say, politics. They are intelligent. They are intelligent people. They are analysts. Because you are analyst to Ghana. Every fool is an analyst. Jimmy be an analyst. You will be free here. They are more platforms, and they are speaking. If you are actually a security analyst, you ask yourself, what will make a president change the IGP? That's the first question you ask yourself. Did the IGP do something wrong? His job, is he actually doing his job? The job that has been given to the IGP, has he been able to fulfill it? Has he been able to make sure that his duties itself, he is paying attention to his duties? Has the IGP proven over the years that you ask yourself those questions. Then you ask yourself, the President of the Republic, does he trust the IGP? If the President does not trust the IGP, what is making the President not to trust the IGP? You are a security analyst. So you tick all these boxes. Then you have to come to a conclusion. Someone will say, so would the president be right to sack IGP? Because the issue is, it's not about sacking the person. It is not about Dampare as a human being. It is about the office he occupies. Do we trust what is coming out of the office? Can the president trust him? The decisions he takes, or he has taken, or he's about to take? These are things, security analysts, you sit and you ask, Dampare gather all of you guys in a room and tell you, go and do bidding for me. Intanopa 6, it will be wrong for you to sack Dampare. It will be wrong. The Constitutional Review Committee is there. If we don't want the president to be appointing the IGPs, go there and put your fucking grievances there. They will infuse it into what they are doing. Now, out of that stupidity, I'm a president, not Pam Dampare. You people caused his downfall. For all you know, me, my intelligence, say the president was not even taking decision on Dampare. Yes, the president wasn't going to sack Dampare. But you people wanted to test the president. The president did not have, he wasn't even planning on sacking Dampare. He wanted to give Dampare time. The president wasn't even thinking. But you people, because Moya Sadia we and you have been doing this to precificateless analysis, stupid analysis. How do you go to court on speculation? How do you go to court on speculation? The president has the right to sack Dampare, and he has sacked him. All because of you fools. Now, the president, when he came into office, gave Dampare job to do. The Dampare do the job. And this is going to go down. You're going to pay the CID boss. Because you see, Dampare, technically the police force, he takes care of administrative job. Dampare does not go down to do investigations. So when the president of the republic say, issue order, and I say, issue statement, and now issue green paper, now or instructed IGP, now or instructed the head of the police, now or stating what document him say, I need investigations to be done. The president is indirectly telling Dampare, say, you don't go to the ground. You don't go down there to do investigations. Make sure the person who is in charge of investigations does the investigations. Until when the president issues a statement that he wants or he is expecting the Ghana Police Service through Dampare, who is basically the administrative boss, to do investigations, then the president is talking to the CID boss. Now the question here is, Dampare has been sacked. The CID boss needs to follow. You know why? Let me read that letter, that green letter the president released 3 days after he was sworn in. Now, Mamantia say the president needs to sack the CID boss. Okay? Who read that statement from the president on the 10th of January 2025? Your March, and the date you're saying, and then the 13th of March. President issues that statement way on the 10th of January. And Oka say, the CID department of the Ghana Police Service, under the direction of the IGP then, Dampare, they should conduct investigations. What has happened to this? Why responsibility for the investigations? Say why not also your investigations? Now, when you read the letter, take your time. I'm going to read through it. Then you understand why the CID boss, Italy, the president of the republic, respectfully, he needs to sack this lady because she's a cheap party foot soldier who does not understand her job. The Inspector General of Police, Ghana Police Service, dear Dr. Dampare, request for immediate investigation into the death of 8 Ghanaians during the 2020 and 2024 general elections. Or say, the president said he's requesting all the way in January for investigations to be done. Dampare will take the letter and instruct the CID boss to do the investigations. Dampare does not do investigations. Dampare technically is an administrative head. The CID boss, her job is to go down, interrogate, make sure the facts, make sure evidence is gathered, and then a report at the end of the day is put together. The president was talking to the CID boss because I will read detailing letter the insider. Ubehu said everything was directed to the CID boss. Now, Uridio say, I have been instructed by His Excellency John Mahama to formally request your office to initiate immediate investigations into the tragic death of Ghanaian citizens during the 2020-2024 general elections. These incidents, which occurred in various parts of the country, have left a lasting scar on our democratic process, and it is imperative that justice is served for the victims and their families. The president wants investigations to be done. Dampare does not do investigations. It's the CID boss who does investigations and send the report to Dampare. What has happened to the investigations? Now, when you go to the point the president put down, you will understand why I'm saying, say, Dampare has been sacked. Good news. The CID boss needs to be sacked. Now, already, Lieutenant President release here now. Or say, to ensure the investigations are comprehensive and transparent, we respectfully propose the following. 1. Establishment of a dedicated investigative force whose job is to make sure a dedicated investigative force is put together. It's the CID boss. Dampare will instruct the CID boss to make sure a dedicated investigative team is put together. So the job was on the shoulders of the CID boss. Now you understand what I'm saying. Into Sha, or say, form a special task force within the CID. Form a special task force within the CID to focus solely on these cases, ensuring undivided attention and efficient handling of this matter. Or say, you are the administrative boss. Make sure that the CID, they form an investigative force. They form what? An investigative task force, a CID investigative task force. Whose job is that? It's the CID boss's job. Has he done it? No. Why Jumawe? Onye. What you make up? Yes. Odin Kwasiasem? Yes. So why is it said Dampare has been sacked and the CID boss is still in office? 2. Collaborate with witnesses and families. Dampare is the IGP. He cannot go down and go meet witnesses and family members. It is the CID boss who is supposed to make sure she puts a team together to go and pick things and then to put together to form a case or to make a case. So the job here is still on the CID boss. 3.
Daily updates 24/7. You cover a year news, no be a summon or share now.